Production.
My brethren, what's going on? Glxy squad, man, what's poppin'? It's just a matter of time, eh? That's all I got to say right now. I should end the video right there. It's just a matter of time. So what's happening, right? We got some bullish news that just recently came out. I think we're up like 20, almost 30% month after month from what I read. I think we have like over 3 billion in assets now. We're just last month we had like 1.9 billion, which is interesting. So ETH, look at ETH pumping. Okay, so ETH is pumping. Bitcoin is starting to slowly crawl up. We're at 30K now, just slowly making its way. This is interesting as hell. We want to see what happens in the space. I do think still, I'm sticking to this. This is like my thesis here. Glxy is lagging Bitcoin right now, right? We haven't seen like a super major breakout. We're still kind of hovering around this 550 to 570 range. I do think eventually we're going to be up in this zone, 880, right around here. This is the next major zone in my opinion. This brings us back to levels that we were in 2021, right? So, and we have a few gaps behind on the chart, right? We look at the daily time frame. There's a gap here, a gap there. I do think in due time we will be at these levels, right? So this is the zone we're paying attention to. Ooh, it's around 930 here. Okay, you could look at it with a rectangle, whatever you want to do here, whatever you want, right? So 880 to around 950, that's the zone I think we're eventually just going to slowly crawl up to, right? So let's look at the 8 EMA here. We're above the 8 EMA on the daily time frame. Okay, let's look at the 2-day, well above it. Okay, weekly time frame, just getting there, right? We had a good week. What I think we need is to see some continuation volume to come in. We want to see some volume coming in around these levels, right? Where we see some big volume. That's letting us know that this is for sure going to continue to the upside. We've reached a bottom, right? We've broken up first close over this major trend line in a long time. First major close. That's important, right? You could look at this. You could fix up however your bias likes. We have our first weekly major close above that trend line. We want to see this, right? We've been developing this bottoming pattern since May of 2022. Okay, so this is what we want to see. 2 major wicks rejecting that zone. We want to see in the next few weeks this 8 EMA here, right? If something like this is going to happen, we hold it as support and it slowly goes up like this. The 8 EMA just follows. And the price, hopefully, if we're lucky and things all go to plan, we're going to see something like this where we get pumps in price that come back to that 8 EMA, bringing us something like that. That is what we want to see in the stock, okay? That would essentially be telling us that the trend has completely changed. We buy the dips and we sell rips if you're trading, right? So the time is now. We must pay attention now. Should have been paying attention a long time ago, but for those who haven't, there's not a better opportunity than right now. You got to think that this stock has been down from its very highs over 90%. Like, you're never going to find a potential opportunity that could yield this much reward in a space that's so small in retrospect, right? Think about the crypto space. Very small in retrospect. We can grow trillions in the next 5 years. I think it's just not worth it, man. You can't be sleeping on a name like this. When we look at the log chart, it's ridiculous. The log chart looks phenomenal. The log chart looks absolutely phenomenal. Another thing I want to pay attention to, 21 EMA here, right? So here's the bearish cross, and that essentially, well, let's start from over here. We have a bullish cross. What happened? 8 EMA crosses above the 21, and we have a massive run in the stock, okay? Over here, we have a bearish cross where the 8 EMA goes below the 21, and then essentially a bear market begins. Well, I think it's time to pay attention to this very carefully. We have the 8 and 21 essentially just about to cross. Okay, if we get a bullish cross in the next few weeks, that is signaling to us that we're going to see an extensive bull market potentially. It's worth paying attention to right now. Let's take a look at some other indicators that I don't really use too often, but I do like looking at them here and there to give me a different perspective, and that's the Ichimoku clouds. I know people are probably like, what the fuck is an Ichimoku cloud, bro? It essentially gives us the opportunity to look. It's another way of looking at bull and bear markets. Bull markets, we're above the green Ichimoku cloud. Bear markets, we're below the red. What we want to see is us break through in the next few weeks this red, weeks and months into September. We break above this red Ichimoku cloud. It's the sign that it's time, baby. We're gonna have a massive pump in the name if we could break through that. I think you could also look at the Bollinger Bands. Right, Bollinger Bands are nice to look at. It gives us a very good idea of volatility, and how it does that is essentially, look how expanded the Bollinger Bands are here. Right, very expanded, way above the middle Bollinger Band, which is the 20 EMA here. So we get way beyond, and we tend to come back, right? When they tighten up though, right? Like, this is what we want to pay attention to. Look what happens when we tighten up on the Bollinger Bands. It's telling us that there's going to be an impulsive move to a direction, whether that's bearish or bullish, is usually due to this market sentiment. So when I think about market sentiment right now, things are pretty bullish. We're getting real tight on the EMAs here and the Bollinger Bands. Another thing, we've been under the middle Bollinger Band, the 20 EMA, for quite a long time. Since December 2021, we've been under it, and we're now breaking above it for the first time. Look at this. We're breaking above it, and we're now in between the middle and the high, the upper Bollinger Band. We want to see that continue, and hopefully we see these Bollinger Bands slowly expand to the upside, giving us that indication that it's time. Like, things are going to go to the upside here. I think it's just a matter of time, like I said right at the beginning of the video here. But that's the breakdown. Ooh, I love this name. Shout out to all the Twitter space with Glxy is popping right now. It's such a vibe, man. Like, so much good TA and good analysis on Twitter, breaking down this stock, and it's really helped me. I mean, I've had conviction this whole time, and I've had a thesis this entire time, but it really helps you when you see other people, right, breaking it down, both bearish and bullish, right? So you get to see both sides. I think that's really helped kind of, basically help give me a stronger conviction, we'll say. But yeah, follow me on Twitter. It's NCB Trades. I got an Instagram. I'm posting on there too sometimes. I appreciate all the support. It's been fun doing this for the past few years, and I love the fact that I've been paying attention to this stock since I've been posting video of this since 2020. So scroll back and try to find those early videos, but it just makes times like this sweet, very sweet. Easy, guys.